Welcome. The Fresh Air is overrated. The weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Begins in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, the show's actually going down and everything is working. We started a little bit later than we usually do. I forgot to close that closet door, but the window is all closed up now. You can't see it. It's pretty crazy out there in Ottawa right now. It is storming. It's totally storming in Ottawa right now. You know, a few weeks ago there was some floods, but I don't think that's really an issue too much now. But hey, it's not quite done yet. So if it just decides to rain like it's supposed to in the next week, like a lot, then might be more flooding. Would not be too surprised. There was a lot of people calling for like relief support and stuff, and we need rescue, and which is kind of an interesting thing because where they're all built, it's pretty evident where the flooding happens in Ottawa. Like for me, I'm not too much in danger here. It would have to get at catastrophic levels. The fucking river of Ottawa, whatever the hell it's called, Outaouais or whatever it is, it would have to be rising like a mofo, and it would pretty much swallow all of Ottawa if it would get to me. The highway's right there, so I guess it would stop there and like find a few places to cross over. Oh yeah, it would totally cross over. Yeah, if it gets that high, that's going to be all of Ottawa right there. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, like I was saying, we don't need that much relief. The people that are there, just get them out of there. And then what else can you do? Like, you can donate to the Red Cross, I suppose, so that they can help them out and give them places to live temporarily and all that. But, you know, dude, you're in a flood area. Sorry. Like, you're going to get flooded, especially at this time of the year. The snow just all melted and all that. May 18th, man, it snowed. I want to say, was it this past week or was it the week before that? It snowed in May. That's just insane. I don't like that at all. But it is a Thursday. Fresh Air is Overrated, episode number 230. I am Matt. If you didn't notice that overlay right there. And yeah, you can find us on iTunes, wherever you can find podcasts. We're available as an audio and a video file. We're also in HD and SD as a podcast. So go to megascorcher.com and then you'll find all the RSS feeds there that you want. I don't know. We're not on iTunes yet with that SD video feed. So if you want that, you got to get it on the site. So do that. YouTube.com. That's where we stream our live shows. It's Mega Scorcher TV. We're known as that everywhere, such as Twitch, whatever Hitbox just became, Smashcast.tv. They became that after they merged with Azubu.tv, which I don't know. That's even less popular than Hitbox. So there's a lot of streaming sites out there if you haven't heard. So if you want to stream, not on Twitch, there's plenty of alternatives. Not even just for video games. You can stream. There's so many streaming websites out there. You like vaping? There's a vaping website out there that's just streaming. It's kind of like Stickam kind of was back in the day with stoners and cigarette dudes. But I guess there was cigars too. So, you know, plenty of smoking going on live on the internet if you want to do that sort of thing. That sort of thing. So I'm Matt. There's no Adam Steiner this week. He's off doing some family business, and I tried contacting Curbs. No reply. Not even a reply. I saw that he was active too. So, you know, what can you do? I would go on to games we're playing, but I don't have anything that I have played this week that I can think of. Well, you know, I still play that game Type Shift on the iPhone, and it's still a great game. It's just, you know, it's not very complicated. You shift letters vertically, and there's a certain amount of them horizontally too. So you just got to make a word horizontally right. So the certain amount of vertical rows have a certain amount of letters. Sometimes they'll be 5 on the 5th letter and then just 2 on the 2nd. So you got to mix them up and figure out all the letters. It's pretty cool. That storm is pretty crazy right now. I can hear it. I can't really see it because it's crazy because it looks like it's red. I just can't believe like how crazy it is out there. It's orange. It's like it's full on blown orange, but it looks gray. It's like an orangey gray. It looks dangerous out there. I don't know if I want to be out there right now. Ottawa, not the place to be right now, I would say, in terms of just weather. Go elsewhere. It was way too hot, man. It's super hot today. Actually, the rain kind of helped out. It made it a little bit less hot just now, so that's good. But holy shit, it's been hot the last 2 days. Hey, Americans, it's been 94 degrees, if not more than that, Fahrenheit. So, get ready if you come in Canada, because then it's going to be humid as well. And most of you not prepared for that. Here, I just want to play this game or this tune. I should have said this tune, but no games that I'm playing this week. I didn't watch any TV that I can think of except The Ultimate Fighter, which I'm going to talk about on Sprawl and Brawl, which is right after this show. But that's about it. I haven't really. Oh, I watched UFC 211. But in terms of video games, I haven't really done anything. Let's go straight to news of the week, shall we? Or new releases, I should say. This is new releases. Injustice 2 for the PS4, Xbox One. I like the first Injustice. I just didn't love it. I wouldn't say that I loved it. Injustice 2 looks like more of Injustice, if you're into that sort of thing. There's also an iPhone game, which I think might be free. I could be totally wrong on that, but it's on the iPhone as well, if you want to go check that out. Akiba's Beat is on the PS4 and the Vita. I think that's an RPG. I could be totally wrong, but if it's on the PS4 and the Vita, it's probably an RPG. Safe assumption. Farpoint on the PSVR this week. It looks kind of interesting because it uses, if you have the pre-existing PS Move gun, you can use that. But they also made this unique gun for Farpoint, and I guess a lot of games are going to use it in the future for guns. But it looks exactly like that old PS Move gun, but it's just a whole piece. You're not sliding in PS Move controllers into it. It's just you buy it, and it has that glowy thing at the end of it, and that's all. That's all you need, right? Thumper is being released on the Nintendo Switch this week, so that's cool. You can play it on the road if you like Thumper. If you haven't played Thumper and you have a Nintendo Switch, that's probably a cool game to play. It's like that rhythm game where you're like a beetle that goes down a track, and you gotta like avoid obstacles and stuff, and it makes noise, kind of like metal drums. Caribbean music has a lot of that. Like I don't know how to describe those things, but yeah, metal drums. That's all. Yeah. Cooking Mama Sweet Shop on the 3DS, and Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of the Valencia on 3DS as well. Yeah, the main release this week is Injustice 2. Injustice. Let's go on to the news of the week. There's quite a few things this week, so let's get down to it. I forgot to mention this last week. Steam changed how the gifting works. It's better now. So if you plan on if you gift it to somebody and they don't want it, you straight up just get a refund now. I don't know how that worked before, because that seems kind of insane, right? If that's not how it worked before, but I guess that's not how it worked before. Man, I knew someday that my headphones was gonna screw up my hair, and it totally did it. But I can also kind of fix it, and I forget to end that audio all the time. Yeah, Steam. If you gift games, it's gonna be easier now, and you can buy them in advance now too. So even if the game's not even out, you can pre-order it in full, and then they'll just get it on day of release. Or if you want to buy them a game that's already been out and you want to give it on their birthday or something like that, you can also buy it like 2 weeks in advance and then just send it to them. It won't even. It's just they get it on their birthday. So it also turns out that Square Enix is not actually divesting themselves from IO. They're going to sell it. Who knows who's going to buy those guys? I'm not really sure. I guess it would be contingent on Hitman or not. I don't. Maybe whoever buys them wouldn't want them to do more Hitman stuff. Who knows? Right? I don't. That's for sure. Project Rabbit. Jeez, Project Rap Rabbit just got kickstarted, and it's being kickstarted by the creators of Parappa the Rapper and Gitaru Man. Gitaru Man also made a bunch of stuff after that, which is like, I think they did Elite Beat Agents. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm probably wrong about that. I might be wrong. But yeah, it looks like Parappa the Rapper, just more advanced, and you can like change the lyrics on the fly with the stick, and it's more rhythmy than the first Parappa, because the first Parappa is not. I don't know, man. I don't even know how I feel about that game, because it's so weird, but it's cool. But it's so weird. I did really like it, but I don't know if I'd say I loved it. It's the same with Unjam or Lammy. They were both good games. They were just not super amazing games for a time and place. There was a time and place for that game, is what I would say. Kaizu Kujin Shibibinman Zero. Okay, let me say that again. Kaizu Chujin Shibibinman Zero is getting a physical release in Japan, and that's a Super Famicom game. If you don't know what a Famicom is, that's a SNES in Japan. So a lot of people have been freaking out about this. You know, it's a game that's already been released technically in Japan, but it never saw a physical release. Came on the Satellaview, which was a cartridge you plugged into your SNES, and you plugged that cartridge into like a satellite feed, and then you would just get specific games at specific times. So it was like TV for video games. There was like a Zelda thing on it and stuff. It was pretty cool. But yeah, this game came out on it, which is a 2D fighter from SNK, I believe. I could be wrong. But hey, it's getting a physical release for the Super Nintendo. That's pretty cool. Because, you know, the Super Nintendo is not relevant anymore or anything like that. Assassin's Creed to appear at E3, it seems. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious because Ubisoft tweeted it. That's how this news pretty much leaked and got revealed. So, yeah, expect an Assassin's Creed thing. Something about Egypt is what I've been hearing in the news. So, yeah, expect that, I suppose. I'm not too much into Assassin's Creed anymore. I wish I was, because that first game was so good, and it's just under-delivered for me. And then the second game, by the time I got around to it, it was just like, man, I played that first game for so long, and it just, man. Running around. I don't just want to do it anymore. And then, I don't know if I can get back into that. What's coming out lately that I should play some Battlefield 1. And I should finish Uncharted 4. That's definitely a thing I should do. We'll see if I actually do it. But I do want to do that. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Pokemon Company will launch a new game in the Pokemon series. So, it's rumored as a card game. You know, there's a few different games, including another card game and that Pokemon Go thing on phones right now. So this is going to be another card game thing. So, woo! And then they also revealed that there's going to be a Legend of Zelda mobile game. We'll see how that works out. I don't have any hopes about that because, you know, it's Nintendo, and I doubt they're going to do a full Zelda thing on a phone when they have that thing that could go portable and also play on a TV. So yeah, I don't see them releasing a full-blown thing. And they had the 3DS games too. You know, Zelda. Does it have a 3DS game? It has to, right? Because there was definitely DS games. There has to be a 3DS game. There has to. Probably like that railroad, that train track game is probably a 3DS game if I remember wrong, probably. But Far Cry 5 is confirmed, and it's going to be detailed at E3, probably. So yeah, there you go. The Crew 2 also got announced in an investment call from Ubisoft. It's expected to drop before their fiscal year end, which is March 2018. So man, there's already going to be a new Crew before March 2018. I don't know about that. That seems kind of fast, but hey, maybe they've been working on it for a while already. Talk about racing. Stock car racing. Jeez, I can't talk tonight. It's coming back to the PS4, Xbox One, and PC this fall with NASCAR Heat 2. This is a sequel to, you know, last year's Heat Evolution is what it's called. Publisher 704 Games revealed the title today, further announcing that it will launch on September 12th. I wonder what the market is today for NASCAR games. I mean, I'm sure there's people that are into it and that would play it, but fuck. Like during the PS1 days, like those games are kind of cool because it was like 3D was just becoming a thing, and it played pretty well too. But who's into NASCAR nowadays and has a PS4 and would play? I bet there's some, but there's probably a reason why it's not EA or Activision that has that license anymore. They probably just got rid of it because they didn't feel like they needed it anymore, right? That's what I have to assume. Xbox One and Windows is getting an update, and it's going to include tournaments and clubs. It seems that's like the biggest thing. They're probably going to fix a bunch of bugs and stuff that they've had. Also, I got to fix this mic stand. I really got to fix this mic stand soon. Someday will get fixed. I'm just making it worse now. I am actively making the mic stand worse for myself. Anyways. All right. There's a huge Xbox One backwards compatibility sale right now. You can get Skate 3 for $5. You can get Bad Company 2. That's a Battlefield game for $5. And there's a bunch of other stuff that is pretty cheap. So if you're into replaying some old games or maybe games you've never played on the last generation of consoles, then do it. Because you can just go get them and it's pretty cheap and it just works on your everything. If you have an Xbox 360, you can buy it and then you can play it on an Xbox One if you ever buy that in the future. So it's that's the one thing that I got to compliment Xbox on is that shit seems legit. How it's all like that. That's badass. Super Mario Odyssey will be playable at E3. That's pretty obvious, Nintendo, I thought, but yeah. Hey, the public side of things sold out this week, so if you were planning to go on to E3 for the public stuff, probably don't or pay a lot for it now. So yeah, it's your call really. WB Games and TT Games have announced a Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and there's a teaser trailer on their YouTube if you want to go check it out. Harvest Moon Light of Hope announced for PC, Switch, and PS4. If you're into Harvest Moon, there's a new one. It's coming to the Sony consoles. I don't know. I guess the last one did come out on Sony, but PC. I don't know. The last time I remember Harvest Moon, that shit was on Nintendo. God damn it. So yeah, it's been a while. Here, I'll do my chair noise. You barely hear it. That's cool, but still, my chair is making noise. I should put some butter on that or something. That's probably gonna not smell too good. All right. Frontier Developments announced that Elite Dangerous will launch on PS4 June 24th. So that's already on the Xbox One and PC, and it's coming on the PS4 next month. Next month in like a week and a few days. So check that out. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, the upcoming installment in the long-running series from, those guys at Bandai Namco. Jeez. It got pushed back to 2018. Originally, that was a PS4 exclusive, and now it's coming out on everything. The only thing that is still exclusive on the PS4 is that VR thing. That's one of the few games that I would be interested in checking out VR for, because that Ace Combat, that's a series. That's a thing that exists out there. All right. Redout is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One retail and Switch. I don't think that's retail, though. I think that's just digital. And Redout is basically Wipeout, but like a knockoff of it, I suppose. It was PC only at first, and then it went. I don't know if this is out on the consoles right now. It might be physical and downloadable at the same time. I don't remember ever seeing Red out on the PS4 store. So, Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg announced on Twitter that the Phantom Tusk, a re-released, will launch already. It's out. There you go. Peace. That's it. And it's free. It's crazy enough. It's free. They announced this a long time ago that they were doing this, and then it kind of got delayed, and then it was kind of in limbo, and here it is. It's out right now. That's kind of weird. Phantom Dusts. They say that it's just a re-release, but it's pretty much a remaster. They made it look prettier, and they also fixed some of the issues with the gameplay. So that's a remaster. John Segan, side note here, prolific voice actor, best known for his role as Solidus Snake, has passed away. He was 63. That's kind of young. but I wonder if it actually said what he died from, because it doesn't always say, especially when it's this early. I think this happened May 13th, so it was a week ago. Let's see, it doesn't say anything. Oh, due to cancer. It doesn't say what kind of cancer, but yeah, that's not good. Cancer, scary. I think that scares everybody, right? It's gonna get you, and it shouldn't, because man, it's this weird black stuff inside your body. It's like you're dying from the inside. I guess you die from the inside all the time, right? Every day. It's slowly. But John Segan, man, solid as Snake. He was pretty good in that second game. Was Solid as Snake in any other games? And then he also voiced a bunch of other characters. He was like minor characters in a few games. But let's see. I think he was like some pretty notable characters. He was in Call of Juarez. All three of them. Different names, funny enough. He was in Grand Theft Auto 5. He was the local population. He was in Halo 4, additional voices. Let's see. He was Iron Man in Ultimate Alliance. That's one of his standouts too. Solid Snake, for sure. He was only in Metal Gear 2, sadly enough. He served his purpose with Raiden and all that, but whatever. Who else was he? He was Leo in Darkness 2. He's been in a bunch of Star Wars stuff. He was Luke Skywalker, funny enough, in Star Wars Dark Empire radio trilogy. I don't know what that is. It's listed in video games. Sounds like a radio show, though. All right. John Segan sucks. 63. I wonder when his last work was. That'd be something to find out. Maybe I'll look that up and talk about it next. Oh, man. Years active, 2017. So, yeah, he was doing stuff. All right. Sega Sammy will double down on its existing properties and look to obtain new ones for North American and European PC gamers. The publisher also plans to promote global development by organizing studios around IPs in the U.S. Oh, no, this is Japan. Sorry, they plan on doing Phantasy Star, Puyo Puyo, and Persona. And then in the U.S., they're talking about Sonic, Company of Heroes, and Dawn of War. And then in Europe, they're going to do more Total War, Football Manager, and the Endless series. I don't even know what the Endless is. So there you go. And they also plan to do a revival of major IPs. So that could mean anything. Sega has a lot of stuff that they have not been using forever. So I don't really know what that could mean. That could mean a bunch of shit. What is the number one thing that I've seen out there people talk about? But I don't know what you would bring back, because Sega was such a big company back in the day that I don't really know what you could bring back there. They're still doing Sonic, so it's not, can't really do Sonic. You know, I'm just gonna look up Sega on Wikipedia and then go list of the games. Whoops. You know, there's like Alex Kidd, but like who? Toe Jam and Earl, is that? No, that's not even Sega. I don't know what you could do with Sega, really. List of games. Let's click on this real quick. They have a bunch of stuff. Let's just go Sega Genesis. You know, that's this golden age right there. No, this is the full list of goddamn Genesis games. It's not what I want. List of Sega mobile games, Sega arcade. I just want Sega published games. But here you go. Franchises. There's Afterburner. There's Alex Kidd. There's Altered Beast. Bayonetta's already a thing. Choo Choo Rocket. I guess they could do something if they wanted to. Company of Heroes. They're still doing that. Like Crazy Taxi, of course. Daytona USA. Dynamite Cop. Dynamite Kid. No, it's not Dynamite Baseball. Dynamite Kid. What am I talking about? Field of Magic, XYXX, like they don't really. Eternal Champions, Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Hang On. What are you gonna do with any of this? You know, House of the Dead, Jet Set Radio. There's none of this would really get me like down. Outrun, Panzer Dragoon, Phantasy Star. They're still doing Phantasy Star. Res. No, what? Get out of here, Res. Oh yeah, Res. That's still going. And what could you do? Seaman, Sega GT, Sega. To be honest, the Sega racing games were really good when they had them going. They were good. Shenmue, Shinobi. There's nothing. I can't think of a single thing that I would be interested in. The Conduit. Bring that back, man. That Wii game was awesome. Yeah, Yakuza. You see, like, that's the things that they have going on right now, I think, is what pretty much they should keep going with. I don't know how much they should go on with this revival thing. Unless they would do, like, legit, just old school revivals where it's like, here's a new Gunstar Heroes, which just, it looks exactly like it did. Maybe a few tricks up its sleeves that makes it a little bit different. And here you go. Have fun. That's a new Gunstar Heroes. Gunstar Heroes 2. Done. That would be a thing. But besides that, I don't know. South Park Fractured Butthole will be out on October 17th. They've delayed this a bunch, and there you go. It's coming out October 17th. Cool. The PC version of Destiny 2 will offer 4K resolution, uncapped frame rate, a full mouse and keyboard support with custom key mapping, text chat, an adjustable field of view, a detailed PC setting screen, a 21:9 monitor support thing, and it'll also run on Blizzard's BattleNet, which Blizzard doesn't even use anymore. It's not called BattleNet. Activision, come on, talk with Blizzard. Say, hey, we're gonna use your technology, but it's called BattleNet still, right? No? Oh shit, guys, sorry. That's all I can say about that news story. Yeah, they've been showing a lot of Destiny 2 on Twitch and stuff. They've been streaming it and all that good stuff, that goodness, that business. Yeah, I don't know what I can say besides that. So I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna open up this web page here in a few seconds here. It has to do with game revenues by countries. This top 100 list. Just going overboard here. Top 100. Who would ever want to know that besides us here? That Fresh Air is overrated. So let me actually scroll this page. If I actually can, I need to make it bigger so I can actually scroll it. No, it's still too small. Oh, give me a break here. Whoops. Oh, I can scroll it with the mouse wheel. That's right. I'm an idiot. Did I mention that I'm an idiot? Okay. So we'll stop down at the list here at the bottom. Starts with Sudan. And then 97, Estonia. I'm just going to keep going in order. Randomness. Maybe name numbers occasionally. All right. Albania, 96. Kenya, 92. Yemen, coming in at 89. Oh, so here's these numbers. The first one is population on the left. The middle one is the online population, and then the last one is the revenue that they brought in, right? So the last one is the one that it will be incrementally going upwards, and then the other ones are just going to be all over the place. Panama, going out of the order here, number 90. Let's see, Cuba, 86. Costa Rica, 87. All right, sure, yeah. Uruguay, 83. Jordan, 80. Bolivia, 79. Sri Lanka, 77. Lebanon, 72. Belarus, 69. New Zealand, 68. Ecuador, 67. Slovakia, 64. Iraq, 62. Myanmar, 68. You can look at the list here if you're watching the video feed. Sorry about this on the audio feed. Pakistan, 51. Right behind it, Qatar. And then right behind that is Israel. And then right behind that, Kuwait. And then right behind that, South Africa. That's an interesting group right there. Peru, 49. Romania, 47. Screw those Romanians, man. They have some hot girls, but they're all dicks. Venezuela, 41. Ireland, 39. Portugal, number 36. Colombia, 34. Singapore, 32. Australia, not Australia. Austria, 30. For the Philippines, 29. 29. Vietnam right on top of that. Sweden, 27. Right on top of that, Switzerland. We'll keep going here at number 20, Thailand. Thailand. Saudi Arabia, 19 here. Turkey, 18. India, Indonesia, Taiwan, Australia, Brazil, Mexico, 12. Russian Federation, here's the top 10. Italy, coming in at 1.874 billion. Yeah, I'm reading that right. That's a lot of money for such a small place. Spain, 1.913 billion. Canada, coming in at number 8 with 1.947 billion. That's pretty good. Their population is not that high. We buy a lot of games, and according to this survey, only like 3 million of us are not on the internet, which is crazy because we're 36 million. That's a high internet population in ratio to the actual population. France, number 7, coming in with 2.967 billion. That is quite a big leap between Canada and France. That's a billion, more than a billion. Jesus. And then Republic of Korea, that's South Africa, if you don't know, because they're the Republic. 4.187 billion. United Kingdom, 4.217 billion. Germany, number 4, 4.378 billion. And Japan is number 3 with 12.545 billion. Man, that's a big jump there from Germany. Then America, the United States, 25.07 billion. Jeez. And then China is technically number 1 with 27.547 billion. They're only technically in first due to the overall money coming in, I suppose, but they have a way bigger population, so they're technically behind in terms of per person, in contrast to the United States. But yeah, that's that list right there. There you have it. And then our last news story here for today is ZeniMax, the parent company of Fallout and Elder Scroll publisher Bethesda. Yeah, they have been in the news lately. They launched another lawsuit related to virtual reality, having already successfully sued Facebook over Oculus Rift. They have won $500 million in judgments in the process. It's debatable if they won. It's like a 50-50 thing. Like, yeah, they win, but they were seeking like way more than that. So it's a win, I guess, but I guess in the record book, if you look at it, it will say winner ZeniMax. Yes, I guess that is right, but debatable. It's like the UFC fight that happened at 211 right before the pay-per-view. That should not have been a no contest, but we'll talk about that very shortly if you're watching live on Sprawl and Brawl. All right. So anyway, ZeniMax, there's a suing Samsung this time for its Gear VR. Samsung worked with Oculus on that thing, so now they're claiming that Samsung also benefited off of all the shit that they stole from John Carmack and all. That's our technology, and that's pretty much the argument, right? So, yeah, there you go. Whatever, man. That's the they're gonna sue people now for VR that had anything to do with Oculus. Even Samsung has not been doing too well in terms of like lawsuits and just other things, just in general, right? So yeah, whatever. So here's what they're actually suing for. I got some quotes here. Suing for trade secret misappropriation, unfair competition, and unjust enrichment. We want that enrichment back. That unjust enrichment. We want it. That's ours. We earned that because we hired that dude first, and then he went to that company. It's not fair. He was totally working on VR here before. If you want to say that. Have I mentioned how it's super hot in Canada? Or in Ottawa, I should say. Fuck. I hate myself. I totally hate myself. I'm going to go end my life right now because I hate when fucking Canadians say that. It's like, ding, ding. Hey, thanks for calling into the show. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Yes. Yes, you are. Thanks for calling in Canadian. I mean, that's... Can you narrate it? Just narrow it down. Just fucking give me a province at least. You know? It's like Americans. At least Americans call in and they go, and I'm from Maryland. You know? At least fucking narrow it down to the fucking province or state or territory. Whatever you have, god damn it. Just don't say your whole goddamn country. Especially when it's Canada. There's not a lot of people that live here. It's huge. It's not like Japan. If somebody would tell me, bring, hey, where are you calling? I'm from Japan. I'd be like, oh, cool. Yeah. I know where that is on the map. I can point to it, and then my whole finger can cover it up. And then be like, oh, yeah, you're somewhere under my finger. You can't do that with the States, and you can't do that with Canada. You can't even do that with fucking a singular state or a province for the most part, really. Unless somebody says they're from Ontario, then you can probably guess that they're lower on the map, near Toronto there. That's a safe assumption. Same with like Vancouver and stuff, but like they're pretty big provinces either way. They do have their big cities in there. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Sucks doing shows alone, but I gotta do it. I don't want to not put a show up and then have people be like, there wasn't a show. Yeah, I know there was a show. It was just me. It sucked. I'm sorry. I know. So Sprawl and Brawl is up next if you're watching live. If not, we're live every Thursday. Mega Scorcher TV or Mega Scorcher. We're Mega Scorcher TV on YouTube and everywhere else. MegaScorcher.com is where you want to go to check out all our VODs and all that. See ya.